What's up, Fish Vibes people? Donald Fish Vibes here. Let's do this. Okay guys, so I'm going to try to feed my Amazon puffers here some snails. Let me see if you can see that there. Right, I've already cleaned them. I also tried to slightly squash some of them so they can easily break through the shells. And of course I have some corridors in here. I have 3 corridors in here. I'm going to try to drop these snails where I'm hoping the camera footage will pick it up. So let's see. And for those of you looking, guys, it's not only snails I feed them. I would feed them sometimes bloodworms, sometimes pellets, sometimes snails. I have lots of snails harvesting in my shrimp tank. So once I put zucchini or cucumbers in there, I get a lot of snails, and then all of the overstock, I would use them to feed these Amazon puffers. I have actually about 3 different 3 different setups that breed snails. So these guys get a healthy supply of snails, but I've been also able to get them to feed on the pellets. Yeah. As you can see, some of the corridors, 2 of them at least, have come. The 3rd one is hiding behind a rock there. I don't know why. But I think that's enough. But the good thing about the snails is that I put some of them the smaller ones that's living. Okay, the 3rd one is coming. That's living. And so these guys could get back to that anytime. But they really enjoy their snail snack, I will say. So that's enough for now. Until another time. I'll try to get a close up now with them. Might be hearing some noise in the background. That's me putting away the snails in the deep freeze. And you believe these corridors, like they feed on that snail snack as well, eh? I'm always mindful of the Amazon beak. So I try to make sure I give them the right quantity of snails, but I don't know, guys. You all will have to let me know if the beaks are not doing well. But I know these guys are always plump, always reasonably well fed. I don't always feed them daily, but you know, They will never report and say that they are not being fed. Let me put it like that. They'll not report me to the cops, guys. Alright guys, I have the ability to go on forever here. I won't bore you all. So that's it for now. Until the next time and the next video. Ciao. What's up guys? Guys, do we have an idea on what causes death and more so death with fish? Now when you read up on these fish, this by the way is a red rainbow fish. Now as I've told you all, I have lots of these. What is this? This is about, I'll say 3 inches or so, 3.5 inches, if so much. Now when you look at this fish, I am looking in my pond there from the kitchen window. I see this fish floating on top of the water. Now guys, this fish looks, there's no legions. The eye doesn't look so glossed over, or does it? But it's dead. So what causes this? What causes fish death? Now when you read up on this fish, they will tell you this fish, I'm sure, lives about what, 10 years? And if I have this fish, if this fish was from the original stock, it would be no more than 2 years. Because I recently added these fish to my koi pond, but they bred a lot. So if it's one of the young ones that grew up, because now you can distinguish parents from younger ones. So I suspect this is a younger one, as big as it may look. The truth is, this fish is anywhere between 6 months to 2 years, assuming it's a original. And for a fish to live 10 years, why have this died? You ever thought about that, guys? Let me retract that. I'm sure everyone has thought about why their fish has died. Now let me see. Let me get the correct measurement. Oh, it's 4 inches. It's 4 inches up to the tail. So I would hazard to think maybe this fish died because it was its time to die. Another reason could be because of those big sharks that I have in the pond, 6 of them, 2 albino, 4 black iridescent. Could they have crashed into this fish, knocked it out, and as such it died? Is that possible, guys? I mean, there's hundreds of these in there, by the way. hundreds in that koi pond. They are not so aggressive to each other, I think. So I don't think it's any kind of aggression or fighting. They don't operate like that. I know they move aggressively while they're mating, from what I've seen. But this is a healthy fish with no lesions, no nothing, no bacteria, no germs, no deficiency, and all by his lonesome. Him alone died. So you tell me, guys, what's your thoughts? Why do fish die? Why? And there's no other fish in there that look like it wants to die. And I haven't seen any of these died, except for what one time I had a rock scape, and they used to get stuck, wedged into the rock scape. So I ended up removing the rock scape and doing a kind of PVC setup instead. So guys, I guess it's the circle of life, but it's always interesting to wonder. Yeah?